What is up, you guys? I'm Charmx. Today I'm going to be reacting to Thesaurus.com is kind of dumb by Jane Animations. I don't know what to expect. It doesn't sound like a normal Jane Animations video, but I guess we're going to find out. But with that being said, the original link's in the description. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Jane Animations. Link's also in the description. Without any further ado, let's begin.
I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of a website called Thesaurus.com. It's pretty much the go-to website when you need to write a paper or you have to sound super sophisticated.
Yeah, I remember using it when I was in school a few years ago.
But you don't know how to. You can't just write like normal people talk in day-to-day life. Are you crazy? Do you want people to think you're stupid or something? Use fancy words like baffling and henceforth and obsequious. Obsequious. I'm getting off track already. But why do you teachers want us to write things in a way that most people don't speak? It makes much more sense to write a paper in the words you would use instead of someone in the 1800s.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know why school doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. And this is a side note, but most of the stuff they're going to teach you in school, you're not going to use in real life. What you need to know are how to do taxes, how to, invest money and not just save money, how to start a business, how to do all these things. The schools don't teach you how to do. No, not at all. For the most part, they don't teach you stuff that's that valuable. Sure, some of it is, but a lot of it that I learned in school, I've never used.
Hundreds. If I want to say penguins live in the cold, I want to be able to say penguins live in the cold. I shouldn't have to go out of my way to change it. Penguins, one of the few flightless birds on this planet Earth, live in an uncommon environment compared to other animal species and avians. They can be found wandering the icy barren land of Antarctica and other extreme cold climates. I got the same exact point across in both paragraphs, but one took me 6 seconds to write, and the other took me 8 minutes, plus miserable points. No joke,
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. You have to look up, because you actually have to do a lot of research behind them to find out all this information when you can just say, oh, they live in the cold.
Sat there at my computer for like a solid 3 minutes, just staring at my script like, I really don't want to do this right now. Why is this a thing? Why do people expect this from people? The teacher doesn't even talk like this. If anything, it just wastes everyone's time, and it still turned out like crap.
Exactly.
Like, really? Icy barren land of Antarctica? What? The only other scenario I can think of that actually uses language like this are those super dramatic animal documentaries.
Faster than a cheetah. More muscle-bound than a gorilla. More agile than a great white shark. Swooping overhead. Feasting on our streets.
Yeah, I guess that is the only case where you would use something like that, is in a documentary. Because, yeah, people in the real world don't talk like that. And even if you have to write something professional to someone, still you don't need to write like that. So I don't know.
The pigeon. An evolutionary masterpiece hiding in plain sight. Powerful champions of the air with superhuman senses.
I love the editing on
Learning. Remembering.
Think of the time you could save if we could just write our complete opinions on essays without sounding like we crappily plagiarized Shakespeare. We could be a lot more productive as a society. Just kidding, we'd all still look at memes on the internet. But think about how many more memes you could look through just by saving that much time writing essays. Take note, teachers.
And you might be able to actually progress in school faster, as you think of it. Because if you have to write an entire, massive essay or whatever, if that was just boiled down to you have to write what you're actually thinking on the subject, then, you write out what you're thinking, that's graded, then you move on faster than having to do essays and whatnot. So you could actually progress through school faster if they allowed you to actually write what you were thinking, instead of having to learn what they want you to say.
I know you don't like reading through all our hogwash either. Do it for the memes. Anyway, so you gotta write something important, and you gotta sound smarter than you actually are. Let's be honest, 80% of our generation talks like, hey, LMAO, it's lit fam, lol. Cringe, I'm dead. I'm sorry. So what do?
They do.
Thesaurus.com, baby. Why would you use the word said when you can write aforementioned? Why walk somewhere when you can perambulate? Who thinks anymore? I intellectualize. It doesn't matter if you can pronounce the word. It's all about the aesthetic of it. Look at these beauties. They're what's gonna get you that A- on that essay, not these lackadaisical words that normal people use. Shoo, get out of here. It also works with resumes. At least I think so. I haven't written one before. You have to sound way.
You haven't written a resume before? How old are you, Jaden? Aren't you like 24, Jaden? You've never written a resume? Is YouTube Jaden's first job? If so, she's very lucky. I've had many fast food related jobs. They are horrible. But yeah, I mean, for resumes, no, you don't need to write anything crazy like that. Sure, you want it to look nice, you want it to be formatted well. But as far as using these crazy words, you don't really need to do that because people in the everyday world who are actually going to be reading them, they don't know these massive words either, right? So, I mean, why would you?
More qualified than all these other lamos. You're the one who's been gainfully employed at one of the top 10 food chains in the United States and have manufactured and specialized in the serving occupation for half a year before discontinuing the position. See? That sounds way better than saying that you worked at Applebee's for 6 months before being fired. I got a good starting word for all you folks out there looking to impress people with big words. Equanimity. Yeah, toss that one into a conversation and just watch the people gawk at your knowledge. Hey, that Colin's got some pretty good equanimity going on over there. He'll probably do good on the test tomorrow. I do have one question for the internet. How many of you sneaky little beans use the website for work and studious things? I didn't even use the website for that one. Ha! And how many of you use it for writing fan fictions? I really want to know. Do you wonder this? I wonder this. Do more students use it, or do more fangirls use it? I'm not saying I read fanfiction.
I think students use it. Because the only time I've ever used the website is from school.
But I know enough about the internet to understand that there are people out there who can get pretty expressive with their fanfiction stories.
Oh, that's one way to say it.
Yeah. Thesaurus.com people. Is there a way to, track, I don't know, the percentage of users who look up average words and the percent who look up more questionable ones that are more passionate, smirking, ravenous, eyes widen, grin, seductive? I'm stopping there. So, let's conclude the video by revamping some common boring phrases with the help of Thesaurus.com. Actions speak louder than words. Hoopla blab's more rambunctious than discussion. Best thing since sliced bread. The most superlative instrument from the time of hacked nourishment. Don't cry over spilled milk.
That just sounds so bad, though. I guess it functions as a sentence, but it sounds so bad.
Disallowance to mourning over scattered liquid produced by mammals. You can also replace liquid produced by mammals with moo juice. How are you today?
Moo juice, really? I've never heard that before.
To what degree come about your mood here and now? Okay, that would be great. Acceptance. The one in question would prevail out of this world. Would you like to hang out? Do you authorize conduction of our own selves constituting a gathering appointment? Of course. Indubitably. Feel free.
Her speaking like this, and making these crazy sentences, to me, that's what I think would sound like if you were to go to a country club or a golf club, a place where they play golf, and this is what it sounds like. I assume that's what a lot of the people in there would sound like.
Free to use any of these phrases in your life whenever you want. It's my treat to you. Tweet at me if they help you make new friends or if I get you a job.
That would make you lose friends. It's honestly annoying hearing people talk like that.
You're welcome in advance. Also, when I was searching for phrases to thesaurus.com eyes, I googled most popular English phrases, and apparently I don't say about 300 kilometers as much as everyone else does. But
what?
Amy is John's girlfriend. I ship it. They can be found.
Amy is John's girlfriend is a popular phrase, and about 300 kilometers is a popular phrase? Okay. But anyway, I hope you guys like this video. And yeah, the only time I've ever used Thesaurus.com is when I was in school. And I would only use it for finding bigger words to try to make my essays and whatnot more professional sounding, and that's what I'd do. I mean, it kind of worked, but at the same time, no one speaks like it in real life, as she said, and I don't know. I have a lot of gripes with school. They don't teach you enough, and they don't teach you enough of the right stuff. But anyway, if you guys like this, give it a thumbs up, possibly share with a friend. If you do, subscribe to join the family. Also, make sure you go subscribe to Jane Animations. And that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Boop.